Good, happy Saturday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, suspect in custody after threatening someone with firearm in Manchester. Okay, give me 1 minute, everyone. We are having a little technical difficulties getting the video, the thing up. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get, there we go. Here we go. A man is in custody after allegedly threatening someone with a firearm in Manchester Friday night. Police said there were no shots fired during the handover incident. We will continue to update you as information becomes available. Masked teen becomes youngest driver to win at Daytona. Rookie Casgal, a high school senior from Boston, Massachusetts, attending Worcester Academy, won NASCAR Truck Series season opener Friday night, getting through a massive wreck on the final lap at Daytona International Speedway. The 18-year-old Gail Garala became the youngest winner in a NASCAR National Series at Daytona. He was lucky to even make it to the checkered flag. And we're very happy for him. And here's a photo of that teenager. Congratulations to him on winning Daytona. Local activists weigh in on federal marijuana enforcement. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW, Paul Mueller in Maine.
Price that matters, it's the service that goes with it. At Patriot, that means you'll meet with great financing people and then our Subaru genius. I'm Mike Avery, Patriot Subaru, Saco.
Recreational pot has been legal here in Maine for almost a month now, and lawmakers are looking ahead to the best ways to regulate and tax retail pot shops next year. But a message from the Trump administration yesterday added some uncertainty to the future of marijuana in Maine.
I do believe that you'll see greater enforcement of it.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer threw a bit of a curveball to people who are eager to see retail pot shops open up in Maine next year. David Boyer is with the Marijuana Policy Project.
This administration says it values states' rights, and this is clearly a states' rights issue, so we hope that they will continue to allow states to determine their own policies when it comes to marijuana.
Boyer points to a poll released yesterday showing 71% of U.S. voters want the feds to lay off enforcing marijuana laws. He hopes state lawmakers will take a stand against heavy-handed efforts by the Trump administration.
We've had a track record of resisting federal intrusion before, whether it's the ACA or the Real ID, and we hope this is no different. Maine voters have settled this issue already.
Scott Gagne is with Smart Approaches to Marijuana. He fought against ballot question 1. Now his focus is to stop the commercialization.
We don't want to look at arresting individuals who are using or anything like that, but I think we should take a hard look at what is this, recreational industry, what does this look like, and how is it impacting us on a federal level?
Gagne is afraid of what he calls Big Tobacco 2.0. He's in favor of preventing the type of diversion already seen in states like Colorado.
do we want to see our commercial pot flowing out to New Hampshire and Vermont? So I think in that aspect, it's definitely a federal issue that needs some federal leadership.
Now, there is a public hearing scheduled for Tuesday afternoon regarding the next step in the process of setting up a good state framework to regulate and tax recreational marijuana. I'm Paul Merrill, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And if you're from Maine and you're watching this, let us know what you think. We want you to weigh in on this as well. Top Democrats posed to choose next party chair. Top Democrats will elect their next national chair on Saturday, a key figure who will try to rally a party still reeling from its presidential election defeat and crippled by down-ballot losses across the country over the last decade. And now let's take a look and see what's happening in New Hampshire. Let's see what kind of events are happening today in New Hampshire. The Hearthy Cooking Workshop at Strawberry Bank at 11 o'clock a.m. in Portsmouth. La Trevito at 7 p.m. in Derry. Jonathan Edwards and Little Feta members at 7:30 p.m. in Plymouth. Sleigh Ride Social at 4 p.m. in Candia. Carbon Box Sled Derby at 1 p.m. Cardboard Box Sled Derby at 1 p.m. in Maltonborough. Outdoor Progressive Dinner and or Contact Dance at 5 p.m. in Tamworth. Comedian Justin McKinney at 7:30 p.m. in Lincoln. Londonderry Arts Cafe at 10 o'clock a.m. in Londonderry. Saturday Nature Seekers Backyard Winter Birds at 11 o'clock a.m. in Manchester. Invest Unplanned Plant Species of New Hampshire at 1:30 p.m. in Kentucky. Character Breakfast Series at 10 o'clock a.m. in Intervero. Maple Sugar Shack at 11 o'clock a.m. in Intervero. Rothschild Spectral Dinner, Pasta and Concert at 6 p.m. in Marlborough. And those are events happening today in New Hampshire. If you want to read more about those events that I just told you about, just go to visitnewhampshire.gov, then click on what to do, and then click on the event calendar. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Have a great rest of your Saturday. See you back here later on today. Goodbye, everyone.